It's the fastest and most spectacular single-make racing series in the world, the Porsche Carrera Cup. Drivers compete in identical Porsche GT3 Cup racers. The model was specially developed for the Porsche racing events. And even if a vehicle does occasionally wipe out, the Porsche Carrera Cup is a professional racing series. Over the years, it's established itself at several European venues in France, Britain, and Italy, and in Scandinavia. The climax of the season is the German event at the Nürburgring racing complex, often called the Green Hell. New participants have to undergo a special training course. Whether they're beginners or professional racers, the drivers have to prove they've taken the seminar. That's unique here.
Michael Schratz from the Motorsport Academy Nürburgring explains that the idea is to familiarize drivers with the track. The Nordschleife has some peculiarities that can take some years to master, he says. The trainers try to adapt the driver's talents to the demands of the track, as he puts it. During training, the teams trade in their Porsche Carrera Cup cars for regular road models. Instructors drive ahead to acquaint their pupils with the Nordschleife, the world's longest and toughest racing track. Even professional drivers are unused to driving on a track without runoff areas. It's a complicated stretch and dangerous in many spots. The teachers have plenty of tips, especially for wet conditions.
Well, he was just showing us the first few laps dry line and then wet line is very different to dry line in certain places. Where you get a lot of water coming down the track, the back end is a little bit loose on this car because it's trying to put the power down. So yeah, you know, I'm sure in race conditions, if it's like this, it'd be quite an exciting race for sure. Yeah, 100%.
This visitor from Britain is fascinated by both track and car.
The RS is a very good car. It's as I said before, it's the closest you get to a race car feeling for a road car, for my opinion. And it's very good on the road as well, so it does both jobs very well, both for the racetrack and for the road. But of course it depends on tyre choice as well. So if you had Michelin Sport Pilot Cups today, the car would be undrivable in these conditions. But these are Sport Pilots, which have more tread, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Most of the participants are near professional racers. Many drivers who take part in the GT3 Cup advance in the profession. Some become company drivers, says Michael. For him, this is really high-end racing, the fastest of the Cup events, where drivers need to know what they're doing.
The
race at the Nürburgring is the greatest challenge for a Porsche Cup driver. They have to master a total of 88 curves on a distance of more than 150 kilometers, over 6 laps. The current Cup car is based on the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and for the over 100 participants from 25 countries, it's expertise that counts, because the rules of the race prescribes identical technology for all the starting vehicles, including the tires. Porsche Carrera World Cup races have also moved beyond the borders of Europe. At venues in Asia, the US, and the Middle East, participants come to enjoy the closely fought duels, the hot racing action, and of course, the legendary boxer sound.